Discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And some space here. Powers ahead at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mariota on first down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll throw again. Mariota. Flushed out right. He can run for it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Cowboys have recovered. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
and it is cold,
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Again to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One.
Again, it's Mariota. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So we got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Final play of the half here. Mariota forced out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, Mariota dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down, Mariota being chased out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Marcus Mariota, his second touchdown of the night, and the Giants are in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play in the zone, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Prescott on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Prescott now. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, good move. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On second down, Mariota again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing is Mariota. It's hauled in by Shepard. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
One.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First down, Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mariota now on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Mariota now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On third down, Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mariota going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing, Mariota. Forced out to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This is Gallman, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here you go.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mariota to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for Shepard deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get